All right, we'll grab opening statement from Coach, open the floor for questions for the players, and then open it up for Coach.
You saw tonight offensively what I thought this team could be. I'm a little surprised that it took us this long to show that at a home game, but I'm glad if it means this is who we're going to become and this is what we thought we could be offensively, we're doing it at the right time. So I'm really pleased. I don't think we're going to be 15 for 27 from the three every night, nor do I want to be, but I think we're more than capable of doing it on multiple occasions. Now in my mind, I have three great shooters, and I've known that all along. And tonight, and can they consistently do it? Sure they can, and I expect we probably will. I think we're feeling really good about ourselves. We've won a lot of games on the defensive end, and tonight we won a game on the offensive side. We gave up some really bad baskets in the second half, but when you're flowing offensively like that, usually you see that happen. So very seldom do you see a team dominate both ends of the court. It happens now and then, but not very often. Not against the team. That team came in here leading the league in offensive rebounding. They got 14, which is exactly what they average, and I felt that was the number. If we could keep them to what they average, that we would have a real chance. They're kind of undersized, but they're very strong and athletic, and they go every time, and they jump, and they're really good at that. And the big thing was the 8 for 30 from the three, because I feared this team because they shoot it and because they rebound, and those are two things that could hurt our defense. So very pleased if on a night in February that we can come out and play offense the way we're capable.
Blake, you made your first couple, then you kind of took a heat check there and got taken out, and I heard Coach Campy say, "I love that shot." What does that do for your head?
Hold on. He got taken out not because he took the heat check. He got taken out because he was tired. That's why the shot came up short. If he wasn't tired, he'd have made it.
Yeah, before I answer your question, I just want to give all glory to God. I don't do that enough. And my verse of the day today was, a house divided cannot stand. And, we're a family, and I got faith that we're going to stand for a while here in the next couple months. But to answer your question, Griff, we see guys go in the portal all the time, and me and Campy haven't had a perfect relationship for 5 years, but I would never leave this dude. And the faith and confidence he's given me for the last 5 years is why I came back. And I said last time I was in here, this is a special place, and this team is very special to me. This place is very special to me, and I'm very, very blessed.
Blake, you did it tonight. Jack, you did it the other night. Are you guys talking, or were one of you like, hey, Blake, maybe you're like, I'm feeling a little inspired. Don't worry, Jack. Today I got it.
We have the same trainer, Coach Bobby, works us out within our hours, of course, compliance. But Coach Bobby was a phenomenal hire. He works extremely hard, and he's getting us prepared for not only scout, but individually getting us back. And I've been injured and have been limited reps in practice, so my individual work with him is what's giving me success on the court. I didn't mean to steal that from Jack, but
no, I just shout out to Blake. He obviously shot it tremendously tonight, and kind of like Coach said, unfortunately maybe took us a little long to round into form, but I think we're in a good headspace right now, and I think February and March is the time of year when you need that. So we're just going to keep feeding off each other, and I think it's going to produce good results.
Jack, you guys have won games, in the 80s and the 90s. You guys have won games in the 50s and the 60s. Do you feel that as players that you guys can kind of play any style you want to?
Yeah, definitely. I think that's one of the things we've done a good job of this year is to be a great team. And we're not there yet, but to be one of those teams that we want to be, you've got to be able to win in every single way. And Coach has preached that all year. Like he said today, we won a lot of games with defense, and I think we're starting to get that rhythm to where we can win games with offense. And if we can play a couple games in March where we do both at the same time, it's going to be a hell of a season.
Does it bother you guys that they double Trey so much that that they'll double him to the point? Yeah. No, I'm saying though, they double him to the point where they say, hey, we're going to make you guys beat them, and here you are again, double digits in threes and really really getting it cooking?
I mean, it's definitely disrespectful to the two of us in DQ, but at the end of the day, Trey's our best player. He's a monster down there. So if he's going to get us free looks, we'll take it.
Blake, there was a timeout, and you were making a play call, and Coach Campy was trying to draw the play and just handed you the board and said, "You draw it," and you took it over. Is this the first time?
Coming in our timeout. That'll make me look bad.
Sorry. But is that something that happens often? I've never seen that before. I was wondering if that's the first time.
That's one of the first times it's actually worked. I try to take over, and I forget that my coach has 40 plus years of experience sometimes. But now, like I said to Griff, that's just a testament to me and Camp's relationship. And why would you not want to play for a coach that gives you the freedom to do something like that? Like, he's done this for 40 years, and he's got some kid that's been here for 5 that's trying to take over timeout. So that's just a testament to Coach and the relationship that we've built.
Final questions for the players? Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Camp, I'll ask you the same question I asked the players. Do you feel that way, that you're confident in that you can win in any form, any fashion, any score?
I'm not confident in anything, right? Every game's new, every game's different. When you're in the position I'm in, if you sit there and get confident about anything, you're going to do your team an injustice. It's my job to make sure that we don't erode in the things that we do well, right? And when you start thinking like that, then you're going to maybe not get enough reps in practice at late game situations or, your game preparation. Smitty told the team in the locker room after the game, and he's 100% right, that our scout team and this particular team, has prepared night in and night out better than any team that he's ever coached. And I don't know if I'll go there on it, but they're in the conversation as the best team in preparation that I've ever coached. And when you are that, then you can win anyway, because you're prepared for everything. They practice extremely well. They listen. You can take things from a timeout to the court. I know who the guys on the team are that can't do certain things like that. And we've massaged and they grow together as a group. And so, I believe in this group of guys because they've done it. This is the first game we've played in here in league play that it was comfortable, but it was never comfortable, right? It was comfortable, but it was never comfortable. Most of the games have been, it's never comfortable. Even when we get up to 8 or 10, it's coming back to 2. And a lot of that had to do with the way we shot the 3 tonight, though, because when you make 15 threes, you're going to score, a lot of points. So to answer your question, I feel good about this group because of who they are and the leadership that we have. Our leadership's unbelievable. As you said in that huddle, the leadership's just unbelievable. And he's fought through a lot of things here, a lot of criticism, a lot of, Andy grabbed me at the end of the game and he just whispered in my ear, he goes, "I don't think I've ever seen a player improve as much as Blake Lampman improved." And I go, "You remember how skinny he was?" And he started laughing. He goes, "Yeah." And opponent coaches don't usually do that on the court after a game. Andy's a great guy and I love the guy, but you don't usually get that from opposing coaches. And, that's the testament to this young man.
Coach, when Travis Bader called you and said, "I think I found the next meet," do you think he was picturing that first half?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm sure that's what a lot of people have. But Blake's done that before. He's done that before. It's never been a consistent. It's never been a consistent thing. So, we're seeing it night in and night out. Night in and night out, he's making 5, 6 threes. He's had a couple bad games, and he probably will. I hope he does. I hope he has another one for 11, because he's going to take 11, because he believes the next one's going in. Now, I hope that when we're way ahead, I just have 100% total faith in him.
Coach, you've been saying this for the last 2 years that this team is as good of an offensive team as you've seen, and you've been telling us, you know it, your players know it, your supporting cast knows it, and for all of us, I think it's frustrating when we know something, but we just can't display it. And you being a competitive guy, it must just be amplified. How good does it feel now that you've been able to display such a good offensive performance in front of your crowd?
Yeah, at home, I mean, I get to watch them every day, and I've been at every road game, and it's just different when you're in the building than it is watching it on ESPN Plus or TV or whatever. It's just a different vibe and a different feel. I've been saying in our promos to our students and that, which, this team is as good as we've had, and it's an exciting team, and, get your butt out here and watch. And, anybody that came tonight has got to walk away feeling pretty good about, God, that was fun to watch. I mean, there was everything out there. And if Trey could have just made the alley-oop pass a little lower, we'd have had 2 unbelievable dunks too. It's a group of guys that have a lot of skill and talent. And tonight we stacked another win, and we're 9-3 in the league. And now we got Cleveland State coming in here in a really important game. And Cleveland State's a team we've struggled with because of their physicality. And it's going to be a war Saturday. And they're going to come in here and try and beat the hell out of us. And they think that's how you beat us. And they did at their place this year. So we've got to be prepared for that. We got 30 hours to prepare.
Kemp, you talked about Coach Toole. He had the plaid jacket going on. We saw Sundance Wicks with it going on at Green Bay. Are you thinking of making the move at all? Fan wanted me to ask you that.
No, I got skinny jeans or whatever these things are called. And I thought that was a major move this year, So I don't get me in one of those jackets. No. 20 years ago, maybe, but not.
Then one more, Kemp. You mentioned you guys got up 20, they brought it to 8. We see that a lot. And then what is it about the arena that makes the game so volatile like that?
Yeah, probably more us than the arena, but, we built a shooter's gym. And it is a shooter's gym. And I would bet if you looked at the teams in our league, the road stats over the years that just take their stats road games, that every team in our league's shooting percentage is probably best at Oakland. Now, critics of me and critics of our program would say that's because you guys don't guard. Maybe they're right. I don't think so, but maybe they are. But I think you see a lot too second half. Again, we gave up 20. No, we got to 30. We gave up 30 points in the first half and 40 in the second. We seem to do that a lot. Our defense seems to be pretty damn good in the first half, and then maybe not as good in the second half. We'll keep working.
But you'll take that 3-point number every night, right?
I don't expect it, but if we go 15 of 27 from the 3 the rest of the season every game, we'll probably play on a Monday night in March or in April.
I was talking about defensively, 3-point number defensively.
Oh, don't confuse me.
Yeah. Sorry.
8 for 30? Yeah. But one of the best 3-point shooters in the league went 1 for 8, and he got 2 early that were open. I was angry. The under 16, I think we were up 5 or 6 points, but I was not happy at that time out because Corbin got 2 wide open looks. And we were lucky. Sometimes they can't make them. That's good.
Any final questions? Thanks, Coach.
Thank you all. See you Saturday.